And we are back. This time I got my hands on some early access Call of Duty World War II PC beta. It's exclusive right here on the channel, so sit back and relax. So recently I got flown out to Raven Software, which of course is one of the developers for Call of Duty. Big shout out to Actvision for flying me out and hooking me up with the hotel, and just an all-around good experience. Thank you guys so very much. For those of you who don't know, Raven is in fact a studio. They do collaborative work with the other studios like Treyarch, like Sledgehammer Games, like Infinity Ward, and they kind of just help take on some of the workload. So this is going to be a collaborative effort between Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software, and together they're going to be putting together the PC version of Call of Duty World War II, and this is why I was flown out to that studio to play the beta a little bit early. Before we dive too far into this video, I do want to apologize. There is a little bit of feedback with the audio. It happened at the capture event. I didn't realize it until I got home, so unfortunately there's not much I can do about it. I do have the volume turned down pretty low, so hopefully it doesn't annoy you guys too much. So one of the first things I want to get out of the way, the PC beta is an open beta, which means you do not have to pre-order if you have a PC, and if your PC is capable of running Call of Duty World War II, all you have to do is download it and boom, you can play it. So have fun, and it starts this weekend, September the 29th. So if you're not sure if your PC can run this game, I'm going to put the recommended specs down below this video. Go check it out. I'm also going to put the minimum specs down below as well. So check both those out, and you should have no problem being able to tell if your computer can handle this game. Now, just like the console beta, I definitely need to say that this is just a small portion of the game. There's going to be a whole lot more available come November when the game is fully launched. So hopefully you enjoy everything you see on the screen, and when you get your hands on it this weekend, you enjoy everything you get to play. All right, let's dive into some of that juicy PC shit. I'm talking about that 4K support. It's going to be included in this beta. So if you have a 4K monitor at home, you are in for a treat. This is going to look so good. And of course, the frame rate has been increased from that of the console. You're going to be capped at 250 FPS. There is a slider. And in addition to that, there's customizable ADS sensitivity adjustment, so you can really hone in on your mouse controls. So it should be nice and precise for you. And probably the coolest thing, the best thing, is the FOV. Of course, the field of view. You are going to be able to adjust that from 65 to 90. It's currently capped at 90. However, I did talk to one of the developers. That is not set in stone, okay? They're still finalizing all the exact figures. And feedback is very important during this beta, so make sure that you at them on Twitter. Maybe they're going to be on Reddit, so you can maybe throw some suggestions on Reddit, okay? So Raven Software, again, just hook them up on Twitter if you want to see that FOV go higher, baby. Now, the gun, though, the gun is a fixed FOV. So normally, when you pull that FOV as high as it can go, you'll see more and more of the gun revealed. However, the gun stays in place. The reason they said they're doing this is because they want the gun to look at its best at all times. Now, everything in the background or the foreground, whatever you consider that outside of the gun, is definitely adjusted when you mess with that slider. And it looks very good. So I know some of you are going to be excited about that. I don't know that I've ever heard of a fixed gun FOV. I don't know how standard that is in first-person shooters, or if this is kind of something that's on its own, a fixed gun FOV. Now let's talk about some of the differences that I noticed while playing at this PC capture event compared to the weekends that we got to play console version. So I'm assuming, okay, and this is just an assumption, I didn't get any heads up on this at all, but I'm assuming that they're going to reveal a couple of things as we progress through the weekend. Okay, maybe some more levels will be unlocked so we can rank up a little higher. But one of the things I noticed is that the machine pistol was not available at this capture event, and as far as class loadout customizations, neither was the Thompson. I do believe the Thompson was possibly in one of the like default class setups, but you couldn't, you couldn't really adjust it. So I think that throughout the weekend you could possibly expect them to unlock the Thompson and maybe that machine pistol. It's the only two things I noticed that weren't there. I noticed that some of the lines of sight have been changed a little bit, making it a little harder to head glitch on some of these maps. Me and a couple of other guys who were at the event noticed this. We kind of all agreed that that was something that they changed. I didn't get the actual confirmation from a dev while I was there, but Arkin, I believe the name of the map is. There was a lot of head glitching going on, and I believe that they lowered some of those places that people were standing behind, so more of the body is exposed, making it easier for people to get those people off of head glitches. I know a lot of you are probably going to like that. One of the other things I noticed, and the next thing is huge, right? Footsteps. much louder. They have definitely been increased. I've got a very good headset at home, and during those console weekends, I couldn't really hear anybody. And at the beta, I would say that my headset at home was better at this capture event beta that I went to, and I could hear them like they were inside of my head. It was amazing. So I do believe you're all going to be able to sound whore a lot more, which is a big part of Call of Duty, being able to hear the enemy coming up on you. So that's a big one. I really like that one. Also, the headshot noise has been changed. It sounds so good now. I'm gonna just have to wait for you guys to get on this weekend. I think that's gonna be one of the sounds that you guys are gonna notice change in a big and a good way. Probably the biggest thing that changed outside of the footsteps, and this is more of a personal thing for me, Domination has been my favorite game mode for years in Call of Duty. Absolutely love it. I really enjoy jumping in there and really going for those objectives. I love playing objective game modes. I think that's why I love War as well. War is fantastic, and you'll see that this weekend as well. War is back for this beta. Okay, but back to Domination. So during the console weekend number 2, when it was Xbox and PS4, they moved the kill points up to 100 per kill while you're playing Domination. So if you got on a flag and you were capping it and you killed 2 guys coming at you, then you got the capture points as well as the extra points you get for killing while you're on an objective. Boom, you're streaked out just like that. And the result of that was just a ridiculous amount of recon playing. It was recon playing Domination. I mean, they might have well changed the game mode name to just recon playing. There's team deathmatch, there's kill confirmed, and there's recon playing. That's how it was. It was ridiculous. And to prove it, all I did one day was stay in my spawn. I didn't get a single kill. I didn't cap a single objective, and I shot down recon planes. By halftime, okay, by halftime, I was fully streaked out on mid-tier streaks without doing anything but shooting down recon planes. It was ridiculous. It was absurd. Absurd. And I know in the past, some Call of Duties have done 100-point kills on Domination, and it wasn't an issue. You gotta understand that you're extremely limited with these divisions and the way that they load you out, okay? You're not as free to make these classes where you can counter certain things. So when there's a spy plane up, guess what? You're all on the radar unless you choose that one division that keeps you off the radar, okay? You can't shoot down these things because you don't have a launcher unless you take a specific division or a specific basic training to load out with a launcher. But if you do that, then you're giving up some of the good stuff that you want to load out with. You're very limited. So I think that the score streak spam is a big problem in Domination. I'm happy, very happy to say, at least at this capture event anyways, that it's back down to 50 points per kill, which I love. I think that's a perfect balance. I mean, maybe if you want to go to 75, whatever, to appease some of the other people. But what I was seeing is that this was turning into team deathmatch. Nobody was doing the objective. Everyone was just killing and getting their 100 points and calling. All the games were finishing in time instead of points. It was horrible. So I'm happy to see that it's back to the way that it should be. I actually want to know your opinion down below, because a lot of people jumped on me on Twitter and they're like, no, it's perfect at 100 points. It's perfect. And I just don't think it was. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of that. Now, some of you might not be aware of this, but I play a ton of PC games. I really do. I'm on Twitch like 5 nights a week. I play everything and anything and all of its mouse and keyboard, okay? So I got some shit on Twitter, like from some random dude who was like, you shouldn't be at this event, you play console. He just doesn't know. You just don't know. All right, I play mouse and keyboard. Am I the greatest at mouse and keyboard? I'm not. You can watch the footage here. I had some good moments, and I had to chop it up a lot because I had some bad moments. There's some far better mouse and keyboard players at this event, but I really enjoyed myself, and I feel like I can give you my opinion on a PC game based on all of my PC experience. So in conclusion, the game just felt great. It looked great. It felt great. I am very excited about this build that you guys are going to be playing this weekend. Feel free to let me know if you play it this weekend. You can just drop a line at my Twitter. Let me know some of the things you liked or disliked about it. But for me, it was really good. Everything just moved so well and felt so damn smooth. I'm not exaggerating. It really felt great. So hopefully you guys are excited, and whether you play on console or whether you play on PC, we should all be really excited. This is going to be one of the best Call of Duties that we have seen and played in years. I've been around for a long time playing Call of Duty. I'm very excited about this, not just because of back on boots on the ground. I think the era is going to be an amazing setting for a lot of these maps that we're going to be playing in, the guns, the history behind it all, and of course, I cannot wait for the campaign. I think it's going to be really, really good. So everybody have fun this weekend. Make sure you jump on. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about this video down below in the comments section. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.